was thinking about this. I honestly don't know if I'm gonna vote.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
Yes should be the answer. Yes should be the answer.
Yes, I am.
I am planning on voting in this coming election.
I had never voted ever, and I guess this is the first time where I feel like I actually should, and maybe I'll actually be heard.
So I do not plan on voting.
Yes, I'm definitely going to vote.
Yes, for Bernie, because that's Bay.
No, because first I don't have the right to vote.
I've only voted one time in my entire life, the first last time, and it was for a man by the name of Kinky Friedman, the only real politician that's ever been in this country.
I'm definitely planning on voting. It was instilled in me from a young age to be passionate about politics, and it didn't really matter what side you were on, but just to have an opinion and to stand up for that opinion and to elect leaders that can help enact the change that you're looking for.
I do plan on voting in the election, and I'm voting for the Libertarian candidate, Gary Johnson.
I totally was one of those people like, my vote doesn't matter, why would I even bother going out there? But then I saw this like dumb little cartoon on Facebook, and it was a picture of like tons and tons of people like looking far back, and they all became dots because there were so many of them, and then they're holding up a sign that says my vote doesn't matter.
Because we as people definitely have a say, and we should be able to voice our opinions.
But I guess it's the first time where I was paying attention.
The two main candidates are sort of picking between the lesser of two evils, and I don't think that should be how you choose your president, like who will do the most harm.
I think it's just like, it's like making a mockery of something that's supposed to help people. And that's probably the reason why I won't vote. I don't support like any of the candidates that I can see going forward.
And I just wish people realized that there's more than two options in any candidacy.
I say I'm going to. I don't know if I'm going to follow through with that, which I know is irresponsible as a citizen not to exercise your rights. And that's a big problem, is people not voting in our country. But I'm not really passionate about any of the candidates, and voting for someone who I don't really believe in also feels really irresponsible to me. I don't want to contribute to something that I don't stand for.
Me in my place, I don't think I have enough information about candidates or enough info on politics myself to go out there and make that decision.
I think it's very important for us young people to actually be involved in the decisions of this country.
I always made the excuse that, oh, I don't know enough about it, but I think I honestly didn't care enough about it. I don't know what has changed in me in the last few years, but I definitely want to vote.
If you have like the privilege of voting, why not vote,
I guess that's how I always thought. That's the reason I never voted. Because I was like, I'm too young, no one's gonna take me seriously. But now I'm mid-20s, and I guess it's time that I stand up for what I believe in.
Voicing personal opinion isn't always respected, but if I have reasons why my opinion is the way it is, then I feel like I'm taken more seriously, even if people don't agree with me.
You're starting to see these people running, and they're trying to cater more to a younger audience. They want to make sure that our voices are heard, because we are the next generation. We're going to be running this place.
The fact of the matter is that we're the future, the youth. Our vote matters the most because we're the ones that are impacting the next few generations.
I know sometimes with older generations, I don't necessarily give credence to their opinions because I see it as wrong. So I'm sure that it's reflected in the same to me.
Yeah, I feel like when I talk about politics with my parents, they just don't want to talk about it with me because they feel like I'm not like, I don't deserve to talk about it because I'm too young, I'm too naive, and I don't know too much about it.
I think that we as a generation, and myself, are kind of seen as a little more aloof or carefree or careless. And I think because of that, people just assume that we kind of don't know what we're talking about.
I definitely don't think so. I think a lot of people just assume that we're just really passionate about things because we're in college, and it's kind of the case, because if I even look back at myself last year, I was so riled up about so many things, and now I've calmed down and my views are kind of getting clearer, but I also think we're disqualified on the basis of how young we are. But a lot of adults and like baby boomers, they don't realize how much information we have at our disposal and how easily we absorb that information and form our opinions, and that those opinions are valid.
I like talking about sort of political stances, opinions, and I think that like whether or not it's valued is sort of based on a mutual respect systems.
I think our generation, looking at each other, we have realized that we have a voice and that we are able to enact change.
If I treat them with respect, they typically will like sort of hear me out as well, and I do. I think generally people's views and like political ideologies are respected so long as the other person respects the person that they're talking with.
I don't think we're respected to the elders, but more so just society as a whole. It makes a change. If all of us get together and vote, it'll make a difference.
I think it's more about social class, about how poor people voices are less heard than rich people voices.
Because I think if you can back up what you believe with some sort of logic or examples, there's no way that they can't be respected. And if they're not respecting you despite all of that, I don't think that the debate is coming in a place of mutual respect.